Let's just say I bought a lot of products on my honeymoon and I want to try them out today. So let's do it. Alrighty, first and foremost, I'm going to use the Maresca Black Snail Facial Watery Mist just to nourish my face a little bit, be my moisturizer for the day. Okay, and then next, from the brand For You Too, we have the Matte Skin Primer. And it comes in this glass bottle with a pump. It's like this gel. Oh, this is weird. It's so thick. Wow. I think this definitely has silicone in it because that just like feels like butter. Like I just put butter all over my face. But it's nice. Like it's definitely, wow. And of course there's no like product labels, so I honestly can't tell you what's in it. So for foundation, we have two options. There's this Skin Essential Fine Smooth Foundation with SPF 50 by Sreechland, and it has a pump. Or we have Intuit Soft Matte Fluid Foundation SPF 30 with a pump. But I'm not sure that either one of these are really gonna match. Well, so I think because we went with the matte, actually, you know what, screw it. We're gonna go in with the matte foundation on this side and the Sreechland Skin Essential Fine Smooth Foundation on the other. Holy cow. Okay, well. So for these foundations, these are the darkest shades that they had. So, but it definitely, this one smells like sunscreen. And for this, I'm just using the MAC 170 to buff this in, press it into my skin. The coverage is definitely full. Like this is full coverage. Holy cow. Okay, so I don't know if you can tell the difference between the side we just applied and this terrible, this is so full coverage. I might just even, we're gonna use concealer, but I'm shocked. And honestly, the shade match isn't that far off, so it actually looks really beautiful. It says it's a matte finish, which I have the matte primer on plus the matte foundation. It's very skin-like. You can still kind of see the sheen, so I don't know if I would necessarily call this matte, but it's very like skin-like natural with a lot of coverage, if that makes any sense. But it's beautiful. Okay, and then, oh, the shade in that was 301. On this side of my face, we're going to be using the Sreechland Skin Essential Fine Smooth Foundation with SPF 50 in 130 Natural. A lot darker. And then for this side, I'm going to use a Clean Morphe JS1 from the Jeffree Star collab. And same thing, just tap it in. This one is definitely not as full coverage. It's not even covering up those spots. Yeah, this one's way more of a natural BB cream like finish. And this one was the darkest shade in this foundation, and this is definitely a perfect match to my actual skin color. So between the two, they're very different, obviously serve different purposes, but they both are very skin-like. There is a radiance. It's not matte by any means. Even with the primer, it's not matte, but there is little to no coverage on this side. And on this side, it's full coverage. I mean, full coverage. And then, so to test out, I have two concealers from the same brand, Sreechland. And the lighter one is 102 Beige and the darker one is 130 Natural. This is the darkest shade of concealer for this brand. And I'm just gonna see if it will spot conceal. That's pretty dark, huh? But let's see if it works as like spot concealer. Whoa, that is really dark. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it definitely added some coverage to that, so very cool. It's the same line, the Skinny Central Concealer, as the foundation. And then I'm going to use the lighter color 120 Beige for my under eyes. They're both very thin and very yellow. It is definitely higher coverage, and it does settle into my lines pretty quickly, so we're gonna set this fast. I'm using the Smashbox Cream Cheek brush, but yeah, this isn't bad. It was really creamy, honestly hydrating. They look healthy, but they are settling instantly into my creases under my eyes, so I don't love that. And then for powder, this is from the same brand, Srishant. It's a popular made in Thailand brand, so I have quite a bit of products from them, but this powder doesn't have any branding on it other than the beautiful packaging, but yeah, nothing. So, oh, and the powder puff, and it's just a sifter like this with the little holes. Pretty average. I'm gonna use the powder puff it came with, honestly. This powder is very yellow right off the bat. I can tell and see that. So, and this powder is in the shade Translucent. Not bad. It is very yellow. I mean, it does the job. It's definitely not one of my favorites, but it's definitely not the worst, so it was fine. Okay, so I want to use a cream blush. I do not have a cream bronzer today, but I want to use this one. It's from For You 2 Moji blush in Ruby Mood, and this is what this looks like. It's very beautiful. It's a lot pinkier than I was expecting. Yeah, that doesn't, like, I don't know. I don't like this brush for this. I'm not crazy about this color. And I thought it was going to be more luminescent, but it's not really that much. That was kind of a disappointing product. Next, we're going to go in with some bronzer, and I will be using the Nari Perfect Cheek Blush Matte in this shade Contour. And that's what this looks like. See, this bronzer, though, is good. The pigment is definitely there. And the tone, the color is actually really nice. And it's definitely, it is matte. You can see that this blush is not really working for me. It's picking up my foundation, which could be because I set it with powder. I'm not a fan of that For You 2 blush. It's not sitting with me. To set that blush, I'm gonna go in with this Cute Press palette. It has eyeshadows, and then underneath it has this muted blush. I think I'm gonna go over that with this blush. That was even pinkier than I was expecting on that blush. Here we are. Okay, and then for eyebrows, I have the Extreme Slim Brow Pencil by YOU in dark brown. And we're gonna hope that this is going to work. The lady at the counter said this was my shade, so I like this spoolie a lot. Unexpected. Okay, so right off the bat, this is a learning curve product. You definitely have to just put it on and then use the spoolie to kind of blend it out. I think that this shade is not a match for me. It's really dark and it's really warm. That was something I noticed immediately. But yeah, it's not terrible. It's not waxy. It's definitely like creamy, like an eyeliner more so. So I don't know, maybe I'll try it as an eyeliner at some point. The tip is definitely super extra slim and fine. Moving on to eyeshadow, it's by For You 2, the same as the primer, but not the same as the blush. It's a different For You 2. They're spelled differently, so. But this palette is called Babes in the Woods, Put Me on Your Eyes. and it's these beautiful brown tones with 2 shimmers and 2 mattes. So we're just gonna play around with these and see what kind of look we can get. I'm gonna use my Makeup by Ariel big fluffy brush, blender brush. And I'm just gonna take this lighter matte shade and put it down in my crease. These look extremely pigmented, so these are really nice, actually. They blend super easily and they're really pigmented and easy to work with. I'm really happy with these. I really like these eyeshadows, like a lot. I'm just gonna experiment and use this small blending brush from Jessup. And I'm gonna take the darker matte color and I'm just gonna deepen this just a little. Yeah, I'm definitely a fan of this little palette. I am going to try the shimmers. I just want to try this lighter one. I'm going to put it all over my lid. Oh yeah, that is so creamy. This is definitely a cream to powder shade. I mean, when you touch it, it's a cream. And yeah, that is, wow. No fallout. 0 fallout. Wow. I am so impressed. I mean, this palette I don't think costs me more than like a few US dollars. I am so impressed. Those two together, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Honestly, I'm speechless. Pfft. Oh my gosh. I mean, the blush looks crazy with this look. But moving on to mascara. Today I will be using Mistine is the brand. Let's see what this one looks like. Oh wow, she's wet. This is going to be a very thin. Okay, it's not as wet as I thought it was going to be. And it definitely lengthens. This definitely is like those mascaras that feel like they're at end of life kind of thing. They're just very drying, like very dry. Ooh. Almost got it on the bottom. I'm gonna try another coat. It's not bad. Definitely made my eyelashes look pretty good. Not gonna lie. But I probably would not ever repurchase this again. It says it expires in 2025. But I can tell you right now, the smell. Oh yeah. Chemicals. It smells like chemicals. So I don't believe that it would expire in 2025. But anyways, yeah, that's the mascara. Moving on, for lips, I bought the Bare & Bliss Sarah Moist Glow Lip Serum. And I'm pretty excited for this, I'm not gonna lie. It has that doe foot that normal lip oils have. This is a lip oil. This feels more slick. Look at how glossy. Wow. I'm impressed. That's a win for me too. And then I have a Cute Press Makeup Fixing Spray for oil control and acne shield. So we're just going to use this as our setting spray. Alright, here we go. It's highly fragranced. So I don't love that, but it was very refreshing. The mist is actually not super like fine, but I like it. It definitely felt good. And I'm not gonna lie, my skin looks really good today. Like, it looks pretty good. I like the full coverage side more. But, and the concealer actually, I have nothing negative to say about it. It did cover until I put the blush over, and it ruined the coverage, but the eyeshadow is definitely a win. Yeah, that's it. That's me testing out all of this makeup that I bought in Thailand. I bought a few more products, so if you want to check that out and see exactly everything I bought on my honeymoon, then be sure to check out the Thailand haul that I have posted on my channel. But I will see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.